So Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's continue with the following subtopic, which is theory. Okay, just like what your book says, a theory is simply defined as a systematic explanation of how or why things happen. Right, so it is an idea that explains very broad areas of human activity or natural processes. Okay, a theory is a tentative explanation. It can be supported and it can be refuted. So in human sciences, the purpose is to explain or answer why the social phenomena have certain patterns, operations, or events. Right? Okay, so I think I have discussed in class so many times about the theory of eco-criticism. Okay, so the theory of eco-criticism is basically explains in detail about how environmentalism is viewed or understood or analyzed in literary works. Okay, so another example of a theory is the political theory of imperialism. So the idea of imperialism is, so what is it about again? Imperialism is a policy or an ideology of extending a country's rule over a foreign nation, often by military force or gaining political and economic control of other areas. Right? So this is the theory of imperialism. Now, people always choose theory when thinking about how the world works or what makes something happen. Okay, so that is how I use the theory of eco-criticism to understand how people write literature that talks about environment, right? And then people study the theory of imperialism to understand why people conquer other countries. Right? Okay, in the same paragraph, it also says that a lot of people confuse theory with wild hunch or speculative guess. Okay, they may say it is only a theory or ask what is your theory about it. Okay, say for example, people speculate about the reason why the disappearance of certain people. Say for example, the reason why someone is murdered. Okay, so when we have a mystery killing or a mystery murder, people speculate about why something happened. Okay, and then we will also come up with theories on why something happened. Right, so this everyday use of the term theory is not wrong, but it's not what it meant. It's not what it is meant in research. Okay, in the research, theories in human sciences are consistently scrutinized for their logical consistency and empirical supports for their key parts. So the theory of eco-criticism is not just a hunch or a speculative guess about environmentalism. There's lots of research conducted on it, and there's lots of reference book that has been written about it. The same can be said about imperialism. Okay, last paragraph says that theory, however, is not a fact. Fact and theories are less than opposites. They are rather complementary part of the overall explanation, because most research are tied to specific theoretical framework, okay, just like my research. So my research is tied to the theoretical framework of eco-criticism. Right? And lastly, it says, once one is aware of how a theory fits into the research process, one will find the studies or others easier to understand and able to design studies better. Okay, so once I understood eco-criticism better, then it will be easier for me to understand reading research on eco-criticism, and it's easier for me to conduct a research on eco-criticism. Thank you very much.